It'll be first down for LaSalle-Peru on their own 20-yard line. No score. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to play. First quarter of this 4A championship game. Pastono at quarterback. To Pete Bray on the pitch. He is down at about the 20, 21 perhaps, but no more than that.
Okay, let's watch the tackle. These teams both hitting hard. This is the big game right there. That is a good tackle. Head on.
Under the bottom there.
That is 42 Sean Young, who just turned in a fine run, and he turned in a good hit there. Got about a yard. Second down and 9 on their own 21-yard line.
There he is, Sean Young, running back and linebacker.
To Pete Bray again, and he gets only about a yard, if that much. Coming in on the stop, number 40, Brad Campbell.
As we get into the 4A and 5A class, you don't see as many players going both ways, but some of the outstanding players on both the LaSalle-Peru team and the Wheaton North team, you will see going both ways, like the two All-Staters on LaSalle-Peru, Noblock and Ostrowski, and Rich Stachniak and Young on Wheaton North.
They run the counter back to the 25-yard line. On the carry coming back was Tim Waters, but he got to only the 25-yard line. He was tripped up there, and so it'll still be fourth down and about 5 yards to go for LaSalle-Peru, and they'll have to punt into that wind again. And Wheaton North stands a chance of getting
there's your short reverse
ball again. Rich Stachniak made the stop, number 70.
Tim Waters carried the ball on that play.
Pete Bray back to do the punting. Number 85 is Rich McDonald in single safety, standing at midfield for Wheaton North. Hangs it out away from him, hooked it to the side. It's going to be not very good at all, and out of bounds at the 31-yard line of LaSalle-Peru. And now a big break here for Wheaton North if they can take advantage of it. Excellent field position from which to work. The punt, good for what? No more than 5, 6, 7 yards.
6 yards. 6 yards on that punt.
Boy, it looked like it got in the air, and it's just like a golf shot. The wind grabbed it and just turned it back once it started to go to the left. Like my golf shot, right.
We've got a report on Jeff Ostrowski, who injured his right elbow. They think it might be a possible dislocation, and I'm sure they're working on him right now. That would be a real blow if his elbow is dislocated.
Charles Long at quarterback. They give on the straight dive, straight ahead. Sean Young on the quick pop. They got it down to about the 25, 26-yard line. A gain of almost 5 yards on the play.
Let's watch the offensive line coming off the ball. Good charge. Good charge. Good driving that defense back.
Second down and about 5 yards to go at the 21-yard line. They go with the slot man to the left side and pitch back to Campbell. Campbell is hit and dropped as he got inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. And number 70 coming up on the hit. Or number 72, I should say. It was Bob Baker, the defensive tackle. Not much gain on the play. Third down, still 4 for Wheaton North, just inside the LaSalle-Peru 25-yard line. They have Sean Young in the backfield along with Brad Campbell. Charles Long is the quarterback. To Campbell again, slanting to the right. Again, Baker's there getting some help. The red jerseys filter in. They stop him short of the first down. Linebacking help coming in as well. Baker getting off the pile, Reese. Number 68 for LaSalle-Peru, Joe Pearson, a 5'10", 220-pound junior. So now big fourth down, 4th and 2 at the 22-yard line of LaSalle-Peru for Wheaton North. Off to Sean Young, struggling inside the 20, still on his feet, inside the 15, and down to about the 14-yard line goes Sean Young, dragging tacklers with him, showing good power. Number 41 is Mike Stashik on the stop, along with number 31, Scott Quitt, coming up from the secondary.
Let's watch Sean Young here. Tremendous drive. He really does it on his own. Just stays on his feet, gets hit by about 5 different players. All right, let's watch it here. The offensive line coming off. There's Sean Young. Now we get a chance to see the second effort on his part. Broke a tackle there. Got an extra couple of yards.
So we have come to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first period of play, there's no score, and our coverage of the state high school football championships will continue after this.
Saving gas is the thing to do. It helps helps you save some money too. Save a gallon, save a gallon, save a gallon of gas a week.
We're saving.
You could be wasting gas if you've had your engine timing changed to stop knocking or pinging. Amoco Premium Lead-Free helps stop knock without detuning your engine. So, Amoco Premium Lead-Free can help you get better gas mileage.
A little thinking can save a lot of gas.
Your Amoco dealer can help you save.
Save a gallon of gas a week.
These are the actual sounds of an 18-year-old male arrested for driving a motorcycle erratically. He was under the influence of PCP. I'm Joanne Woodward. PCP, angel dust, is an explosive, frightening drug. My husband, Paul Newman, and I have narrated a special investigative film about it. Please watch.
Angel Death, November 26th at 7 o'clock.
Well, LaSalle-Peru is now under the gun, and there's Jeff Ostrowski down on the sideline, the big offensive and defensive tackle. And he has an injured elbow. We'll get more on it later. LaSalle-Peru under the gun. Sean Young on the slant. Bangs to around the 10, stacked up around the 10 or maybe the 9-yard line. But the kicking game has been a factor here. On the stop, coming over, was Scott Quitt, number 31. Slant that thing off the left tackle.
There's Sean Young again. He's getting an awful lot of duty this afternoon.
He's a tough runner, isn't he?
Boy, he really is. He really goes after it.
Second down at about 5, just inside the 10-yard line, as Wheaton North threatens to score. The pitch to Holland. To the 5, and touchdown. Number 25, Lewis Holland.
Great speed.
In for the score. And so Wheaton North takes advantage. The poor punt gave them the ball at the 31-yard line of LaSalle-Peru to start the drive.
Let's take a look at Lewis Holland here. A nice job of running. He's got good blocking out in front of him. There's a nice block. Great big tackle. Norm Reed. Let's watch Norm Reed, the tackle on this block. Number 74. There it is on the right side of your screen. Puts him right on his back. He's a 223-pounder.
Point after try coming from Tom Hessling. It is up. Good. 11 minutes and 24 seconds to play in this first half. Wheaton North draws first blood. There's a timeout on the field with the score now. Wheaton North 7, LaSalle-Peru nothing in our coverage of the State High School Football Championships will continue after this.
Alexander Graham Bell is best remembered as the man who invented the telephone. But in his own time, he was well known for a different kind of work.
Practice making the sound good.
Teaching the deaf to speak.
Good.
Illinois Bell wants to help the disabled communicate with others.
Good.
In most cases, we can make using the telephone easier for those who suffer a loss of hearing, speech, sight, or a motion disability.
Now, say good. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Wonderful.
Usually the charge for these services is minimal.
Goodbye, Danielle.
For information about special services for the disabled, call area code 312-727-4421 collect or your Illinois Bell Service representative.
Now, as the punting game was bothered by the wind in that first period, as LaSalle-Peru could not punt it that well into a pretty heavy breeze, the kickoff may be the same. Marvin Carter to boot for Wheaton North, number 44. Randy Freshy is back, and this one is going to be taken by number 22, Rich Serafini. At the 30, Lewis Holland has him and finally drags him down at about the 35-yard line. But here again, good field position because you just can't boot that thing very far, Mike, into this breeze the way it is.
Well, he took that kick on the 20-yard line. Just to give you an idea of what the punting was in the first quarter, LaSalle-Peru had 3 punts for a total of 56 yards, whereas Wheaton North's 2 punts averaged 46 yards. So wind is definitely going to be a big factor.
Jim Pistono on the keep. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, near the 40-yard line before he is stopped coming off the pile, number 70. That is Rich Stachniak.
Okay. There's Pistono on the option play, decides to turn it up. Little running room. Whoops, I think he should have kept going straight ahead. Okay, let's watch him again. Now they're bringing back that counter man, which does hold a couple of defenders in.
Run the power I, strong right. They give to the fullback, and he bangs his way up to about the 50-yard line. Number 43 is Camilo Valley. He's a strong runner, 5'11", 198, dragging tacklers, getting up to about midfield. That's a first down for LaSalle-Peru.
Wheaton North's drive for the touchdown covered 31 yards in 6 plays, and as we recall, it followed a short 6-yard punt for the field position.
To the tailback, Pete Bray, and down to about the 46-yard line goes Bray. He was wrapped up by Bob Reese, the defensive guard, defensive tackle, 5'9", 184 pounds. Number 63, a flag on the play, and let's see what the call is here. Procedure call, illegal motion. So that will nullify the gain, a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Got an interesting note on Pistano. He was thrust into the starting role this year as the quarterback for the LaSalle-Peru team. Last year's starting quarterback was injured and decided not to play football this year. And he put on about 25 pounds and grew a couple of inches over the summer. How's that for preparing for a job? and he didn't grow awkward, and he's playing good football at quarterback.
If I'd have known you could do that, I would have done that myself. Pistano back to throw now. Heaving it deep down there and incomplete, intended for Darren Delaney. Delaney, number 82, down deep, just off his fingertips on that 2nd and 15.
Okay, let's watch this play. The defender pretty close to the receiver. Let's see if he does. How close we have to interference. Let's see if we get a look at it. There, he's put it. He's got an arm up there, which could be face guarding, but it looks like he is going for the ball, which is all you have to do. If you're going for the ball and not just sticking a hand up in the air, it's legal.
2nd down, 15. Pistano pitching to Pete Bray. The sweep needs a block, doesn't get it. Piling in there, number 42, Sean Young. Halfback on offense and a linebacker on defense, and he is a hitter, man. He's all over the field. He'll get after you.
Speaking of people who gained some weight, Floyd, the all-stater on the Wheaton North team, Dave Burstand, who plays left end on defense, he gained 35 pounds from last year to this year. Did it all in weightlifting program, and he was 2nd in the Illinois AAU powerlifting for teenagers. I'd like to give you some of those lifts in a couple of minutes.
Pistano on 3rd and 15. Going down the left side, and it is broken up, incomplete, intended for Scott Quitt, number 31. And back deep on the coverage, John Andes for 1.
That was an excellent play on Scott Quitt's part. He could have been intercepted there.
Okay, here's Pistano back to pass. They can throw that ball long with that wind, but didn't have a man open. Scott Quitt was the intended receiver.
So there's a chance for LaSalle-Peru to take advantage of the breeze. Brian McDonald, or Rich McDonald, I should say, back deep to receive, as Pete Bray will do the punting for LaSalle-Peru. He's punting with the wind. Hits it well and hangs it out. McDonald will have a chance to field it, drops it, and finally nailed back around the 3-4 yard line. We're going to check on the number on who was down in a hurry to nail him, and it was Herb Reese, number 30. And there's a timeout on the field with a score. Wheaton North 7, LaSalle-Peru nothing. And our coverage of the state high school football championships will continue after this.
You can feel us coming now, a fresh look on the scene, with a whole new style of living, light and crisp and clean. That's why now we say the age of 7-Up is here, because we love that crisp, refreshing taste, so light and crystal clear. Move it up, look it up, look it up! America is turning 7-Up, reaching up, feel it up, America is turning 7-Up.
This Christmas, give useful gifts. Quality name brand tools from True Value Hardware stores. Choose the Skill 7 1/4-inch standard duty circular saw, or the Wind belt sander with dual handle control. This Master Mechanic 22-piece socket set is designed for home and auto repairs. Buy the Dremel Moto Tool Kit and get 20 accessories plus a free 11-drawer cabinet. Or get the Easy Driver Ratchet Screwdriver Kit and get a free mini driver at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Now LaSalle-Peru with a chance to take advantage of